How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top workshop submissions for this week. And starting out, we've got a single set of clothing for you. There's not really a whole lot submitted this week. There was only one other thing, and it was the police, or, well, the copper road sign, as it's been named to now. And, yeah, well, that was accepted last week early. So, hey, looks like we're going to be showing you this single clothing item here. Just in case you're new, not all these skins will be making it into the game. These are just potential skins that could be chosen from. And 8 or so will make it in, so be sure to check back on Thursday to see which of those it was. So with this set right here, we've got the Urban Camo Hoodie set. And yeah, it's just got lots of pockets, and it has that very military-esque look to it with a nice kind of dark and light gray mix of a urban camo. Next up, we've got our deployables. Starting out, we've got two little furnaces for you, starting off with Nature's Gift Furnace right here. And yeah, they don't have anything too particular crazy on the glow. This one does have a little bit of the neck kind of light up at night, which will show you that. But yeah, there you go. This one's very naturey, lots of vines and so forth, with the top being a mushroom. Then, when we scoot on over to the other one over here, we've got kind of more of a sweet and candy looking furnace for you. There we go. We locked on. I don't know why it's locking on there. This is the cupcake furnace, and the top of it kind of looks like a sprinkled donut, honestly. And then you can see throughout the rest of it is kind of just a bunch of toppings on top of a cupcake. There you go. Next, we've got some boxes for you. Starting off with this one right here, we've got a continuation in the scientific storage boxes, and this one is a cold weapons box. And if you don't know what cold weapons means, basically means that it would be things that don't use gunpowder. So usually I think most time people just say melee, and then kind of you throw crossbows wherever. And this means you can actually include bows and melee together in one by putting cold weapons and not just saying melee and other or something, you know. So hey, it's a creative idea. Next, we've got a continuation in these mosaic boxes with the meds box. And yeah, there you have a nice look at that. We'll show the glow on all of these, of course, at the end of the deployables part. Then we've got another box over here for you. This is a weapons box, and yeah, it's got a very rusty design to it. Wood panels, chicken wire, and you know, almost handmade drawings, handprints, and everything. Just looks very rusty, fits the game quite well. And then we've got another box in the clear frame set. This is the sulfur storage one, if you couldn't tell from seeing the sulfur everywhere. Then we've got a fridge for you, and this one is all about the beers. This is the beer fridge by Sadis, and yeah, I mean, there you go. Lots of different beers on it. They kind of look familiar, but not at the same time. And then you can kind of see the fridge itself is beat up on the sides. Next, we've got a lot of doors for you. Starting off with this wooden door right here with some neon. This is the Wildfire wooden door by Fresh. And yeah, you've just got this kind of like scrap metal put together, like neon skull and flames. And then the other side, you've got death. Moving on, we've got a wooden double door for you. It is the Secret Room wooden double door. A lot of people really like the single one, so it looks like they're making a try. Maybe they'll have a chance of getting accepted with the double door, since the single didn't make it in. Like the padding on the one side for sure. Next over here, we've got a very interesting looking sheet metal door for you. This is the Futuristic Interior Door by Andy Boo. And yeah, it's, well, I think the name kind of fits to it. At first, I almost thought it was an armor door because of all the kind of like square edges to it. But definitely isn't. No hatch there. Then we've got ourselves another door right here for you. This one is the Telehome metal door by Caddies. And yeah, it has several different versions, including a glow and a non-glow. Then over here, we've got another creative door for you. This is the Roots metal door by GBG. And yeah, man, there's a little more than roots going on. There's some kind of a face in there. We'll definitely take a look at that once the lights are off a little bit. Then we've got a continuation in the spray can set with the spray can double door. And next up, we've got some dragons for you with the Relic Dragon double door. There we go. Then we've got some garage doors for you. Starting with this is a continuation in the blueprint set with the blueprint garage door. And as you can see, it's a garage door with a blueprint of a garage door on it. Gotta love that. It also has a very nice neon light right there, which we'll show you at night. Then we've got another pretty creative door. This one looks like a rock climbing wall. Definitely love the idea of it. And they did a pretty good job of giving it kind of some geometry so it sticks out and kind of actually looks like an actual rock climbing wall. Definitely really love the idea, but thankfully people won't be able to climb up your garage door. Next, we've got something on the artistic side. It's a butterfly, it's some skulls. Who knows? It's the Deadly Butterfly by McQuarrie. Then over here we've got some artwork. This is the Happy Farms, oh, no, wrong name. Hazmat Warrior garage door. There we go. Hazmat Warrior. That fits a little better, wouldn't you say? Man, 2 AKs. He must be very confident in his recoil spray. Next, we've got a very glowy garage door for you. This is the GD Tools Depot door. And yeah, in case you want to label your doors, this would be the kind of set you might want. Then over here, we've got a neon train for you. This is, well, the neon train garage door. I mean, literally, the name is just that. Definitely a cool little set. Then, poking around over here, we've got a pretty crazy looking door for you. This one is the Mutant Flowers garage door. And, man, this one definitely has quite a look to it. And by look, I mean it is looking at you. The only thing I could say that might be a problem with this one, it doesn't look like the garage door breaks up, which could be one of those reasons it wouldn't make its way in here. Next, we've got one last garage door for you. It is the Happy Farms garage door. Now we're at the right one there. And yeah, it just has all sorts of stuff going on. And it's got that big old medical leaf in the middle. So I don't know how well that'll go. But hey, you got berries, you got horses, you've got the hemp leaf. Happy farming indeed. And last but not least, we've got a single armor door for you. This is the sewage armored door. And yeah, the hatch has kind of this goop thing crawling through it, and the rest of it has all this little like art and sewer pipes. Pop around on this side here, you can see him starting to actually seep through, which I thought was very creative. And you can actually see through the pipe here past the goop a bit. So hey, that's pretty interesting. But let's go ahead and kill the lights here. Take a look at it. You can see there's some glow on this door. Take a look at both sides. And then let's cruise on by everything else. There's those glowy eyes on the Roots door. Home. Like that. Those candles. I don't think there's any glow on the back of it. Yeah. So this only has glow on the front. That's something worth noting. And then this one should have a little bit of glow on the back. Oh no, it's quite a bit. I forgot about the flames on the bottom there. It's just the top that only has the one thing. There's that beer fridge. It's a shame these ones don't light up on the side, because that's how the boxes sit most often. It's a nice lighting to that one. Mosaic so's have a nice little glow, but it's so hard to read what it says when it's glowing. You just kind of have to know the number or the color. And there's a scientific. And those two furnaces. And actually this one, you can see there is a little swirl that goes through it at night, which lights up, which is a cool little effect. And then, ooh, whoa, we almost zoomed right out of there. Like I said, the mushroom does light up. I thought it was just the stalk of it. It's actually the whole mushroom. There you go. All right, next up, we've got our tools and weapons. And starting off, we've got a piece of peace for you. It is a rock with a big old golden peace symbol on it, and there you go, the piece of peace. Next, we've got a tool set for you, and it looks like they are all kind of just knitted together there. And it is, well, the knitted case, hatchet, and pickaxe. Then the tools continue with some very brightly glowing lava stone tools for you. This one comes in a glowing and a non-glowing version, so we'll be sure to show you that at the end, so stick in tune for that. There we go. I don't know why that button wasn't working. I really like the handle on the pickaxe. Then we've got some hatchet and pickaxe sets for you for the metal. And this one's definitely very beautiful. It's got this eagle right there on the side of it, and is called the Artisans set. There's the pickaxe to match it. You can see the eagle there again. Next up, we've got some more tools for you, and this is the acid cravings set. There we go. I was trying to remember. And it has this cool kind of carbon fiber look to it. And then it has also this like red reinforced backing, which actually becomes a reinforced tip on the pickaxe, which we'll show you. But the kind of green tear in it just kind of makes me think of Monster Energy a little bit. But, you know, it's not actually like claw marks. It's more like tears in it. And you can see that tip I was talking about right there. Then we've got another set, and this one has some sapphire in the front of it, with some vines growing all over the handle, and, well, of course, this is the sapphire tool set. Sapphire relic, sorry. Forgetting a single word there. And then we've got one last set for you this week. This one is also quite overgrown, and, well, that's where its name comes from, the overgrown hatchet and pickaxe. Definitely some very cool tool selection this week. We may be done with the hatchets and pickaxes, but not quite with tools yet. We've got one more for you, and this one is a very steampunky, rusty-looking jackhammer for you. This is, well, the steampunk jackhammer. Pretty straightforward there. Then we've got a bone club for you, and this one goes along with the bucket helmet we got. We've now got some secret recipe bone club. And, yeah, you know, with the humor and everything in Rust, this just fits. You know what I mean? It's... you gotta love it. Next, we've got a crossbow for you, and it continues the food theme. This one is a fish fillet sandwich, basically. And this is the fish sandwich crossbow. And, yeah, you gotta love the idea on that. Definitely very funny. It looks like there's a salmon fillet there wrapped in some herbs, and then you've got the buns. Definitely a funny idea. Then we've got another crossbow for you, and this one is a continuation in the Berserk set by Vase. And, well, therefore is the Berserk crossbow. I mean, that would make sense, right? Aim down the sights. There we go. And we'll draw the string for you. There's that reload. We'll take a look down the length of the crossbow one more time. There we go. Then we've got a Yoka for you, and this is the Grub Yoka. And I think you can tell that the Grub Yoka is literally a grub. You gotta love that. It's always so fun to see people come up with creative stuff that adds some humor to it and relates to the game on top of it. So, good job there. Ideal. Next in this group, we've got a revolver for you, and if you can't tell, it is the Black Gold revolver. This has been a pretty popular set that's doing quite well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this one pop right in. This one does have a strange difference to it, as you can actually see the wood piece. A lot of times when people do kind of a one-color scheme thing, they would color it over, but I like that the wood was kind of kept in this one, for sure. Next, we've got a couple more pistols for you with some pythons, and this one looks all splattered with paint. This is the Splashed Python, and, well, I think the name fits it quite well. Aiming down the sights here, you've got some more paint splashes and some red dots, but not glowy. They just are red dots. Then we've got another one for you, and this one is quite rusty, fits right into the game quite well. This is the Rust Python. There you go, literally just Rust Python. Aiming down the sights here, it just looks like this thing has seen some better days, but just fits the game so well. Next, we've got a DB for you, and it is part of the lightweight set. Good to always see a continuation of a popular set, and this one fits right in with the rest of it. Aiming down the sights here, you've got the copper sights versus the very chromy look of the rest of it. Next, we've got a Thompson for you, and it's part of the Chameleon set. And yeah, it just has that very cool pearlescent effect. As the light hits it, it does morph in greens and purples of colors there. Woo! Okay, I'm getting dizzy, so you guys must be. Anyways, aiming down the sights here, you can see it kind of does the green versus the purple there for the most part of the sight, depending on how the light hits it. And there's that reload. Next, we've got an AK for you, and this one is a continuation in what could possibly be a set called the Zebra, simply. So there we go, the Zebra AK. Aiming down the sights here, you've got the purple against the black. There you go. Pop a reload there. And last in this group, we've got another AK for you. This one is all sorts of bright, crazy colors. This is the Unicorn Shoes AK-47, and well, you know what? The name just fits it very perfectly. Aiming down the sights here, you've got kind of white-tipped iron sights and a bright star right in your face. Then we've got another AK for you, which is a continuation in the Festive set. This is the Festive AK. As you can see, it has the same kind of rainbow ghillie thing going on with it. And it's even got some beads, it looks like, on the stock there. Aiming down the sights, you've got a yellow tip against the kind of, I'd say, you know, metallic gray and sky blue there. Next, we've got another AK for you, and this one is racing theme, and therefore, well, is the Racer AK-47. And yeah, as you can see, it's got the AK-47 on it. I don't know if that's okay. Usually putting the name of guns isn't, because usually the gun creators own the copyrights there, so that might be an issue. I'm not sure. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a throttle and a red versus the iron tips. Next, we've got an LR for you, and it's a continuation in the Venomous set. So, as you can see, it has all the usual colors that you would expect from it. A nice myriad of rainbow, with some steel and scratches poking through here and there. Aiming down the sights, you've got some kind of, I guess, like a reddish orange. It almost looks like a battery loading, like a low battery is what that makes me think of. I don't know. What do you guys think? Next, we've got another kind of color-schemed LR for you. This is the Vortex LR300 by Mr. Verona. And yeah, this has more of the kind of darker color scheme, I would say, compared to the last there. Aiming down the sights, you've got kind of a little symbol, but nothing really too much going on with the sights itself. Then we've got one more LR for you, and this one is all sorts of coppery looking, and that's because it's the Copperhead LR by Glider. And it kind of has a nice little clean look and just kind of the copper part to the metal pieces. Aiming down the sights, you've got a bright neon ring against the iron sights there. Oh hey, look, there goes Cargo. Hello, Cargo. Next, we've got a L9 for you, and it's a continuation in the popular Azul set. And yeah, I think it translated really beautifully onto this. It always is such a bright color contrast, and it looks really nice. Aiming down the sights here, not too much going on, but hey, you know, pretty much gonna just have a scope on it the whole time, right? Next, we've got a rocket launcher for you, and whoa, there the skin pops in. If you can't tell, it is the Glistener set. So, boom. Glistener rocket launcher. Aiming down the sights here, you actually have a red tip to the sights, which I think is quite funny. And we'll go ahead and pop a reload here. You can even see that the glistening goes all the way in through the barrel there. And I guess we need to shoot a rocket at a tree. Oh no, I missed. Oh, I thought I missed and hit that horse. Oh, look, some birds flew out of it. So there's that. And last but not least, we've got one more thing for you. It's a satchel charge, and it is the cheese satchel. We got the cheese door. That may have been where the novelty stopped, but hey, I think this satchel is pretty cheesy and would fit Russ quite well. So there it is. I'm going to end it on my bad joke. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in on Thursday to see which of these skins actually make it in, and we will see you then. Stay rusty and have a good one.